I've applied for Sydney Fringe and I don't have a show, so I gotta get going. It's in 5 months, so let's start today. I've been wanting to make a show for years and I haven't done any like creating for myself like pretty much since COVID. I've just prioritized working. I've done other creative projects with my jobs, but nothing like that is my idea, my artistic expression and form and what I really want to do. I've been wanting to create a solo show for quite a while. I've had like short little developments and I've applied for things with it, but like it hasn't actually progressed very much at all. This year I decided to push myself and just apply for Fringe and then make the show later. So now is later. I've applied, I've paid the first fee, now I have to make the show. What I know about the show so far is it's about my pink car. It's called Super Freak, which is SPRFRK, because my first car was hot pink and it had the number plate Super Freak in black and gold lettering. It was the best. It was such an icon. I no longer have her. She got too expensive to like fix and was really old. It was secondhand anyway, just someone had painted it. So it's about this like icon of a car, like just driving through the streets, everyone would stare. It had like this loud exhaust, which I don't really care for, but like people like really love the sound, the color. And I want to make my show about this like child coming of age, shy, and then like coming out and being your own super freak. The other thing on the show is I have a home movie of when I was about 3 or 4 opening a Christmas present, and it's a Barbie picnic van. And as I'm excitedly opening it, I'm wrapping it, I'm loving it, and then I say to my mom, "Mom, I don't have a Ken to drive the picnic van."
A picnic van? A picnic van? Oh, where's a pen? I want a 10, Mommy. I don't want a 10, Mommy.
A what?
A 10. I drive this picnic van.
And I don't know where this little baby Kate's idea came from that she needed Ken to drive a van. I had all these like amazing Barbies and like maybe she needed a Ken to add to her collection, but I don't need the man to drive the van. I could drive the van. So I want to be about that. I want to be like these childhood ideas and like Prince Charming, and like you think you need the man to complete your life and like live happily ever after and be a fairy tale. But me, Barbie, any woman can have their dream life and maybe have a man or any other partner they like, but that is not the priority. And it's about like blossoming and being yourself and being creative and being your true self, whether you have a man or not, and following your dreams. So that's what the show's about. I want to make it a cool story. I want to have some heart. I want to have some humor. I want to have some dance. I want to have lots of pink and glitter and feathers. And I think it's going to be a real nice vibe if I get to it and stop procrastinating. So let's do it. Because I've been thinking about this work for a while, I've just gone back on some of my notes and like past videos, which are so cringe watching myself back from years ago, but that means I've grown. When I was thinking about this work before, it was always called Someday, because it came from like someday my prince will come, and it was more about like, yeah, like dating and like the idea that Prince Charming has to exist for then your life to be happy. And then I guess there is some elements of that in Super Freak, but I don't know if it's necessarily just about the waiting and the Prince Charming as I was doing before. I think there might be still elements of that I'll take into this, but it's more about the character itself, I think. Before it was more like things with online dating and it's like about the man and how that relates to me, but I think it's just about me. Me becoming the car, becoming powerful, becoming my most feminine, dream, best self. And then like other things can be a part of that, but I don't necessarily know that's the main event. I think this needs to be centered around super freaky girl. My next step is I have big bits of paper I'm going to put on the floor, I think, and then just write ideas, brainstorm what I think the show is right now. I might write, if I was to put the show on like tomorrow, just a running order of what I think the show would be and kind of the structure, and then start from there and see what I want to work on. I finished my first brainstorm. I just wrote ideas. Some are connecting. I'm kind of trying to think of like the overall structure and what will happen in the show. But it was just like putting ideas down in a brainstorm format. But now I'm gonna do a new page, probably over the back, and just say if I was to make the show now, what is gonna happen every step of the way. I get a little bit overwhelmed when I'm trying to like put it all together, because like I have nothing, but I'm also trying to create something. And it's like, what does it mean? What's the character arc? What's the journey? And I don't know yet, but this is like doing a brief structure, get me started somewhere. And I think I came up with some good things. There's still more to do, more ideas to come up with, but it's good stuff. I finished the show. Not really. But I did finish like top to tail of what the show I think is going to be. I don't know, but it has kind of a structure. Yeah, I think it's good. So what I'm thinking right now, it's starting as more of childhood and then like ending in adult me now. The first bit is more like playing with Barbies, doing something with Barbies, showing the Barbie picnic van video, but also like trying to create this character that is showing that I'm quite shy, I'm quiet, Kate's really quiet, shy, and then having the Barbies as Disney princesses and like setting that up there. Maybe I open the present and it's just a remote control of the car that I need to find a Ken so it can drive. There's going to be a remote control car. It drives in. There's maybe some kind of note. I was thinking like a secret crush note. I don't know whether it's for me or like we pass it around the audience. I think that could be like childhood, youth, like, oh, it's fun. Like, let's relationships. It's starting here. And then I think I want a time to start. I don't know what the time is going to be or like how it's going to be shown. But it's going to be starting from here and then run right till the end. Then move into something of getting my first car, talking about Super Freak. There's a Super Freak costume, I think maybe like a cardboard car or something, and then a chair that I can sit and actually like kind of figure out how it can work. and then like people staring at me because of the car, and like showing the car has like given me independence. Maybe still a bit shy, not sure. Something about like, does Kate have a boyfriend yet? Waiting for Prince Charming. Am I waiting for a Prince Charming? Am I thinking I need a boyfriend? I don't know. I'm gonna think about how to show that. And then I don't know whether I talk about, I worked at Disney World. I don't know if I'm gonna say something about like, I don't care about a boyfriend. Just gonna go work in Disney and follow my dreams. I don't know, but then that also connects to the Barbies as princesses. I don't know if I'll maybe get the audience to be princesses. That'd be cute, like little dress ups, and maybe something about dating apps and the princesses, and then all the princesses waiting get to find their prince and live happily ever after. And then like, do I? Who knows? I think the timer will go off. Then I'll do a burlesque dance. That is me becoming the car and not caring about Prince Charming. I think that is what the show might be. We'll see. I'm happy with that. That's a good effort for now. There's lots more to do, and I'm going to do some writing exercises, I think, this afternoon. But now it is lunchtime, so I'll be back after lunch. Start timer for 2 minutes. Just finished my writing task. I thought I'd just do a few little things, get some ideas down, just get like free writing. So I set a timer after I did the little task, and then just write consistently. Doesn't really matter if it's good or not or what it is, just keep writing. I didn't actually do as much as I expected this afternoon because at lunch I was looking at my emails and I found an opportunity for Maragon made from scratch night, which you can present a short work in development, and it's in June, which I applied for because I think that is perfect. I've done made from scratch years ago, and you get a little bit of money. You get like percentage of the box office, which is great. You get good photos, and it's just like a deadline to actually do a bit of the work and put it out there and actually start making, put it in front of an audience. And if it's in June, that's a good timeline, like from now till June, and then from June till September to like keep working and like developing it. So hopefully I get to do that. I put in my little application of like what my work's about, that I'm doing Fringe, I like develop it. So we'll see. But overall, I think it was a good effort today. I've got like a little bit of a structure, I've got a brainstorm, I've got some writing, I've got the thing I've applied for. I think it's a great first development day. So stick around for many more of them as we continue to develop and hopefully actually get like more physical and practical stuff over the weeks to come. Well, hopefully I am going to become more physical and practical over the weeks to come as I make my show. So hope you enjoyed and stick around for more. See you next time.